I've got aVN of Zero Tenacity with me today. We're going to get to know him a little bit better and the team as well. aVN, thank you for taking the time to join me, man. Let's first talk a little bit about you guys as a team. Now, Zero Tenacity, 4 of the 5 players have been together for a year and a half. You joined the team coming up on a year ago, I think. I think in a scene where teams are constantly making roster changes, it's quite rare to have a team who have been together as long as you guys have. Do you think that gives you an edge in the competition?
So yeah, me and Faiko joined like Z10 around 1 year ago. I think it's gonna be next month 1 year. In the beginning, when we joined, we didn't know what to expect, to be honest, as we were basically joining an academy team of the previous team that we played for. It was for Glory, and they were like young Glorians. But we saw actually potential as we were like struggling to beat them a couple of times as for Glory. So far, everybody's been like working hard and improving to get better as individual and as a team. So in my opinion, there was no reason to change anything. Now, as we are like a team for 1 year now, I think it gives like a slight edge over the teams that are kind of like new into the scene. So yeah.
Okay, let's talk a little bit more about your brand of Counter-Strike that you guys play as a team. It seems like you guys, I mean, we spoke a bit about it before, but from what I've seen from the outside, you guys are fearless. You're not scared of playing against any opponents. You'll always play your brand of Counter-Strike. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your guys' style and your brand that you like to play?
Yeah, so like I would say that we are trying to play like a proper way of CS that like the meta that's in the game right now. But of course, like when we have a chance to play aggressive, we're gonna take it, and we're not like scared of any team that we are gonna play. We're gonna play like the same way how we play against everybody.
Okay, let's talk a bit about the individuals. Here's just an extra question. Am I correct in saying Nemenaha is the IGL?
Yes, yes, Nemanja is IGL, yes.
Okay. It feels like you guys don't have any weaker mechanical players in your team. All 5 players are capable of popping off and being almost the star player. Is that something you guys acknowledge? Is it something you talk about in the team?
We don't actually talk about it that much, but I think you're right. Every like player of us can like carry the team at certain points. So I guess that's like a plus for us as well. But yeah, I mean, we're just trying to get better. Like everybody's learning from each other, and we are going from there. You know.
Okay. Well, let's talk about you in the team then. What sort of a role are you playing? Are you playing a bit more of like a supportive element role?
Yeah, at the moment I'm playing like a support role, but maybe on some maps it like actually shifts as well. So mostly, I guess I play lurk on this side, but I can shift to any role that basically the team needs at any point of the game. So yeah,
You're that guy. You're that guy who's
yeah,
making sure everybody else is comfortable, everyone else is living
yeah,
their best life, happy with what they're doing. Everyone needs that guy who's willing to sacrifice a bit more. So that's good. Okay, aVN, let's shift the conversation now to this event, the CCT Online Finals 2. You guys played against Into the Breach yesterday and you beat them 2-0. That
yeah,
must have been a pretty big result for you guys. I mean, Into the Breach haven't looked great recently after the changes, but still really big names in that team.
yeah. So playing against them like yesterday, we didn't have that much stats from them, like any maps that they played. Only a couple of maps, but we actually played maps that they didn't play it as a new lineup like yesterday. So we basically tried to play our game on both maps. The first halves were like pretty close, but when we got to the end of the game, we were basically just stomping them. Like we just played like a great game from our side yesterday. Yeah.
Okay, so now that you've got that win under the belt, what are your guys' goals and expectations for the online finals going forward?
So we don't have any specific goal and expectation, I would say, on this tournament. Every win that we take is gonna be like great for us. We This is more of like a learning experience for us, as I don't think I ever played like a bigger tournament than this. So even though
Oh,
I
wow.
played like on professional level, I think around like 5 years
Six
now,
years
six
now,
years,
maybe?
6 years,
Yeah.
yeah. I still didn't play a tournament like this, so even for like myself, it's still like a pretty nice like learning experience to play against like teams like this.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it must be a lot of fun as well, right? To get to play at a bigger competition. $200,000 prize pool
Yeah.
as well always makes it exciting. So how have you guys been preparing for this event then?
I mean, so far we are preparing like for every other event, I would say. We are trying to practice as much as we can. Nowadays, like there is actually a lot of tournaments. So there we don't have that much space to actually like practice. We had a couple of weeks like now when there was like a player break basically. So yeah, like we're just trying to get better as a team and to get our map pool better. That's our goal like so far.
Speaking, last question here for you. Speaking about you guys as a team, like I said, you've been together for a long period of time now. You've got your identity. It feels like the potential is there. I feel like you guys have a really high ceiling. Do you kind of feel like as a team you guys are ready to take it to the next level? Because you're currently ranked, I think, like 70th on HLTV. But as far as I can see, I actually think you guys are better than that. So how do you guys feel about that?
Yeah, like if you ask me, I think so as well. We actually played against like some decent teams on like even on matches and on practice as well. We were doing like pretty good job against them, winning like even sometimes. Of course, practice is a different thing than a
Sure.
match, of course, but still it's we are like seeing improvement, that's for sure. And yeah, like our goal, I would say, like as a team, is to get to around like top 30 in the world. Yeah, in the next like I would say like 6 months, let's say.
Okay, wow, that's an ambitious goal, but I love to hear
Yeah.
that, man, and I totally think you guys are capable of making it happen. aVN, that's all I have for you, man. Thank you so much for taking the time for joining me, and yeah, wishing you guys all the best for the competition.
Thank you as well. Thank you.
Great.